going on, guys? Lab TCG here. Today we're going to be taking a look at some sealed product that I think has a lot of potential in the future. Some of it's a little bit newer, some of it's older, and let's get right into this. Alright guys, so first up on my list is Silver Tempest booster boxes. Right now they're floating around the $250 price point. They did see a pretty big spike recently. They were still available in the Pokemon Center at about $140 just before Pokemon increased retail from $140 to $160, I guess to keep up with demand and inflation. Boo-hoo. But they pretty much went up $100 really quick recently, but they're still pretty far behind some of the other sets that came out around that era, like Lost Origin, which is definitely at least over $100 more expensive than this booster box right now. It does have the Giratina, but this does have a Lugia hit, which is pretty big, which right now the near mint copy for a raw one is around $329 on TCG Player. And especially with some of the new Pokemon sets coming out with the new Ho-Oh in it, I think once that drops, people are going to want it and they're going to see, okay, this is going crazy, and what goes with Ho-Oh? Lugia. And if you take a look at the Lugia at only $300, it's not much more expensive than the booster box itself, only a little bit. And the graded copies are floating around the $700 price point right now, maybe a little bit higher, a little bit lower depending on sales. But I do think that this box does have a lot of room to grow because, you know, you have Fusion Strike and you have Chilling Reign and a bunch of other sets that came out around this time, and those booster boxes are more expensive than this. Brilliant Stars is more expensive than this booster box, and once that Ho-Oh comes out, I think this Lugia is going to have another spike in price, and people are going to start looking at some booster boxes that are a little older and haven't gone up absolutely crazy, and they're going to see Silver Tempest, and I think it has some room to grow. So that's my first pick. And my second pick is going to be Crown Zenith. They don't have any official booster boxes or anything like that, but they do have plenty of tins, plenty of ETBs, these Sea and Sky collections, this shiny Zacian collection, all that type of stuff. You get a ton of booster packs. Honestly, if you could find raw packs that you could buy from a reputable seller, they're probably around the $6 to $8 price point at the moment, and rising extremely quickly because they have so many good hits in this set. It's probably the most fun set that you could possibly buy beside Prismatic Evolutions right now, and the hits are way more plentiful than Prismatic. Prismatic's fun to open because you have a really crazy chance, but it's not fun to open if you don't get anything. At least with Crown Zenith you get something, and I think once these start to dry up, after people get all their hands on the Sea and Sky boxes and the reprints that have happened, Pokemon is not going to be able to keep up because they have Journey Together coming out, they have the Team Rocket set coming out, they have a lot of new stuff. They still have to catch up on Surging Sparks, they have to catch up on Prismatic Evolutions, and any of the new sets after that that are coming, so they're not going to have time to go back and reprint Crown Zenith again. And if you want something fun with plenty of big hits, Crown Zenith is going to be the move. So this is going to be my second pick right now. Let's take a look at the hits. Alright, so as you guys can see on the screen, we have TCG Player open, and we'll start from the top with the gold cards. We have the Giratina, $213. Arceus, we have a Mewtwo in this set, we have Palkia, we have Dialga. Guys, where do we have all of those legendaries in one set? Plus even more legendaries. We have Deoxys, we have the legendary dogs, Suicune, Raikou, Entei, we have Darkrai, you have another Deoxys, you have Mew, you have Cynthia, Zacian, Zeraora, Regigigas, Zamazenta, not to mention you have a Leafeon and a Glaceon. I don't think there's an Umbreon in this set, but there might as well be, because no matter what time I've ever opened up Crown Zenith, I've always got something minutely decent, and I never felt terrible about spending my money on these packs no matter what price they were at. And right now, packs being around $6 to $8, definitely want to be picking them up, because one day they are going to be $20, $30 packs. These hits are going to be worth more money, and it's going to be super fun to open. Streamers are probably running through this like no tomorrow, so I think this is a great second pick. Crown Zenith, definitely keep some sealed or pick some up before it is too late and out of your price point, because right now everybody can still afford some $8 booster packs. Even though it's over retail, I think it's worth it. All right, and next up, guys, I don't know how you're going to feel about the next few on this list, because they're not going to be super cheap booster boxes that are just up a little bit, but they are a little bit older and they're already up. But I do think that they have plenty of room to go in the future, in the long term, if you're looking out, you know, at least 3 years, if not 5 years, because in the Sun and Moon era, all those booster boxes are ungodly prices right now, and it's going to be the same thing for Sword and Shield, because I doubt Pokemon's going back and printing any of those right now. With all the hype and demand, they can't catch up. So the last thing they want to do is go out and reprint these old booster boxes. But right now, Fusion Strike at $460, it is a buy, not a flip. You don't want to buy these with the intention of making a quick buck, because it's not going to happen. But I would get one before it's too late, before these boxes reach $500, $600, $700 by the end of the year. Mark my words, these are going to be $600 booster boxes by the end of 2025. It is just the beginning of the year, and as long as the mania keeps up, these are going to keep going up. Let's check out the hits. So obviously nothing is going to be as plentiful as Crown Zenith hits, but we do have some mega slammers in this set. I do make up random words, so don't quote me on that one. Mega slammers, I don't know what that is, but we have the Gengar VMAX, and right now market price for that is $718. Guys, people are going to want to rip these on stream. They're going to want to keep them in the steel collection. These are really cool looking booster boxes. You get some blister packs of this, will look really dope in a collection as well. You have the Espeon VMAX, you have the Mew VMAX, you have the, I'm looking all over the place, you have a Mew V alternate full art. Not the biggest fan of that one. And a card that is on my underrated list right now is this Celebi V right here, the alternate art at 56 bucks. If you could pick this up under 50 bucks, 45 bucks, if it does go down, that is definitely a pickup. Celebi is a beloved Pokemon, and I think at $56 that's a steal right now, because the packs on this are going to get really, really expensive soon. The boxes are already too expensive to open, and it's less likely people that are going to be ripping these open. So I think Celebi is a good cop right now, and that's going to be the third pick for today. And the fourth pick, believe it or not, is Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETBs for the long run. These are probably the most coveted ETBs right now. The promos are going to the absolute freaking moon, which is driving these prices up and up and up. And at this point, I don't think Pokemon Center is going to be doing a reprint of these ETBs anytime soon. Definitely not a good buy if you're trying to flip, but I do think long term these are going to continue to rise in price. It is the first English set with a Pokemon God pack, where you do have the chance at demigods and full God packs with all the evolutions in one pack. And I think down the road, people are going to be super nostalgic. They're going to want to rip packs at shows, just like Evolving Skies booster packs being around 30 bucks right now or more. You know, every time I see a blister at a show and it's like 30 bucks, I'm like, you know what, one for the one time. And you always try it and you never get lucky. But now with the chance of God packs and having all the evolutions, I think that the booster packs on this are going to go absolutely crazy. I know they have a lot of new stuff coming out. They have 2 packs, they have ultra premium collections, which the ultra premium collection is probably going to be a buy and a hold if you get it at retail. But right now, Prismatic Evolutions, ETBs, Pokemon Center, if you have them, definitely keep them. I would not sell them. Is it a cop? So at this price. It is already so high, but if you do have them, definitely hold on to them for the long term. I would not sell it no matter what you do. It's just going to go up and up. I almost sold these myself at $240, but I texted a few of my buddies, asked them their opinion. They said hold them, and now that was about 2 weeks ago, and they're up almost another $100. I think these have a lot of room to run. Guys, you might not agree with that, but just because some things are cheaper, you may think they have a lot more room to run, but sometimes it's the more expensive stuff that just continues to climb and climb, and that's just the way it is. So you can never really tell in the Pokemon market, but if you're involved and you watch all the vendor POVs and you do go to shows and you really do care about the hobby and you're into the games and the Pokemon and everything, you will be able to have a way better feel than all of these scalpers out here just thinking it's the next hot set. So stay the course, stay in the hobby, buy what you like, and you will make good decisions. Pick number 4. And to cap off the 4th pick, let's take a look at some of these hits from Prismatic Evolutions, guys. So we have the Umbreon at $1,500 to $1,600. We have the Sylveon at $479. We have the Espeon at $422. We have the Flareon at $362, Leafeon at $362, Glaceon at $319. I don't know if the population is going to continue to go up on these and they'll come down, but right now this set is selling like hotcakes. I don't think it'll ever not sell out, and Pokemon probably won't be able to print enough of it to keep up. So I think this will just keep going up and up. It'll definitely come down in the short term. Within the next year, maybe 2 years, it'll definitely take a decline. So if it does come down, I would buy some product. If not, just hold and hold. If you didn't get yet, you might have missed out. But if you want to buy one in case it's too late, go ahead and just have the one. If it goes down, buy more. If it goes up, at least you got one. But yeah, there's plenty of hits in this, guys. The Ceruledge, the Roaring Moon as well, all the Master Balls, the Eevee Master Ball, the Umbreon Master Ball. Art is absolutely phenomenal. All of these cards Prismatic Evolutions is the 4th pick, and next up we're going to have the 5th and final pick. So continuing on the trend, we have Evolving Skies, guys. You might not think that this is a good pickup right now, but let me tell you, all the Tag Team GX stuff is at the absolute moon right now, and I thought these boxes were too expensive at $500, $600. I thought wrong. And last solds on these booster boxes are $1,300, $1,279, $1,300, $1,350, $1,200. It is a very high price, but if you're looking in the long term and the long scope of this hobby, because I've been in it since I was a little kid, played red, blue, yellow, I've seen the hobby since then, fell out, came back a couple of times. In the last 10 years I've been in the hobby. This is what's going to happen. If you could find a box under $1,200, $1,100, I think it's a great cop to keep in your personal collection, guys. At $1,100, these boxes will be $2,000, $3,000 in the future. It might take another 4 or 5 years. They might even come down a couple $100 before then. But if you don't really care about that, in a couple years they're going to be $2,000, $3,000. So get one now before it's too late. Probably not easy for everybody to get, but consolidate some trades, get a booster box of this. I don't have any personally. I will be trying to get one at a show soon if I could trade up for it, because I do not have the type of capital to just throw $1,000 at a box. And with $1,000, you can get a lot of better stuff. You could get Silver Tempest booster box, you could get a Fusion Strike booster box, you could get plenty of Crown Zenith, and then you could get Paradox Drift booster boxes, guys. So your choice. One big grail or multiple little grails that will grow. Also, let's take a look at some of the hits from this booster box. They've been going down a little bit lately, but plenty of big hits. We have the Umbreon at $1,744 last sold, the VMAX. We have the Rayquaza VMAX at $748. The ETBs, Pokemon Center exclusive, are absolutely insane. We have Leafeon. We have the another Umbreon V, very popular right now. I've been seeing a lot of rise. Glaceon VMAX, Sylveon VMAX. Then you have the Leafeon V, Sylveon V, Espeon V. This set has almost as many hits as Prismatic Evolutions. You even have the Dragonite for the Dragonite lovers. He got some love in this one. Also have this Build and Battle Stadium that has a lot of packs in it, going crazy right now. And that's going to be the 5th and final pick for this video, guys. Let me know down below, what do you think? Are these sets overrated? Are they underrated? Are there better buys out there? If there are, definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think is the best buy in the market right now. What are you doing? Are you guys holding on to product? Are you selling because the prices are so high? Are you picking up because you're scared it's going to keep going up? Let me know down below, and thank you for watching this video.